Yeah, when we last left our heroes, we had gotten into kind of like a third of the way, I guess, through case 4 is where we're at. Emma, Sky joined us. Like they were getting the crew back together. Everybody's here. You know, it's Smash Brothers. Everyone was here. And
Yep.
I'm really excited to dig more into that. And figure out why Kay has lost her memory and if this is actually the real Kay. We still haven't decided if this is the real Kay or not. It may be some strange unknown Kay. But yeah,
Only time will tell.
yes. Last thing we did was we jumped down a hole and we went into a strange, spooky room. Woo! So we'll have to see.
Spooky.
Yeah, we'll have to see what's inside. I gotta lower my mic because I can't see the words. All right. Oh, it's me again because Piggy is not here. Oh
Well,
no,
actually, it was
you
me
said.
last
Oh,
time.
that's right. You wanted to be them. So yeah, you may continue to be shields if you would like.
Woo! It's dark as a grave down here. Can see the nose in front of my roguishly handsome face.
Yes, roguishly handsome face. Watch your step, Emma. Ouch! I hit my head on something. Make your way down slowly, Kay. I don't want you to slip.
Oh, yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, he care.
There's gotta be a light switch here somewhere. Ah! Bingo!
No. Ooh.
Flashbang.
Whoa. Look at the...
What?
I like the
What is that
cakes.
Easter Island statue?
I guess, yeah. This is... So the hidden 51st floor really is being used as a storeroom. Well, we'll need to take a careful look over all these items. Yay, big building. All right, Mr. Edgeworth, you promised me an explanation or 3. I did indeed. Where to even start?
Or 3.
Wow, a lot's been happening, huh? What a case! It's not supposed to fill you with excitement, Emma. Heh. Seems you've gotten yourself into a real pickle, Mr. Prosecutor Attorney. I'm not an attorney. Or a prosecutor anymore. Well, whatever you are, I think it's time for science to lend a helping hand. We got a dust for fingerprints? Don't worry, I brought my entire kit with me. Well, if you're
Looks like
sure. Are you kidding? I live for moments like this. It's really hard to tell. Does she have heterochromata?
I think so.
Doesn't it look like her right eye is blue and her left eye is green? Or is that just
to me, it does.
I didn't know that she had heterochromata. Huh. Here, let's make this all official. Good working with you again, Mr. Edgeworth. And you, Miss Sky. Strange. I never knew she had heterochromata.
And then there were 4. Right, everyone. Let's get to work.
Okay. I want to know where that elevator goes. Oh, the suitcase. I know that suitcase.
Looks like it goes down?
It's something we'll certainly want to investigate further, but we should look around up here first.
Aye, aye, Captain. Let me know if you find something juicy.
Juicy.
I'll keep trying to see what I can remember. I'll let you know if anything comes up or comes to mind.
Thank you, Kay. Emma? Ready, willing, and able to investigate, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm the Kay now.
Oh no, maybe she's the real Kay. Who am I?
She got replaced.
Very well. Then let's begin.
Aw, yeah.
Oh, she just like walked over. Hello?
Like, what you want, fool?
While Kay is currently indisposed, would you like to be Emma Esper? Because otherwise it's just gonna be me bantering with myself.
Sure.
Okay. These are...
Ooh, what's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
I like how she has...
It sounds exactly like Kay.
No, she...
I told you I'm going into the role, Mr. Edgeworth.
She sounds like Sebastian.
She does. Just give her the Sebastian voice.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh God.
What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
If I'm not mistaken, you sound strangely like a certain idiot prosecutor that I know. Maybe that's just me. Emma, it's been a while. If I'm not mistaken, several of the items on display here are pieces of evidence from old cases of mine. But what are they doing here?
Maybe this is where the committee stores stuff it's looking into.
You sound like that idiot boy.
It can't
Yeah,
be.
he sounds like the best, if you ask me.
All the while, Emma's like, it was me the whole time! Like, just like, unveils the costume. It can't be. Evidence like this is stored at the police department.
They don't keep stuff at the prosecutor's office, too.
When a case is ongoing, yes, but once the last trial is finished up, it's supposed to go right back to the precinct. Unless there's a very good reason for it to go elsewhere. These look like auction numbers? Like they're auctioning the items off?
No idea.
And yet, here it all is.
There's no point in trying to figure out the whys right now. I should take a closer look at it. They all have labels. Labels with numbers printed on them. Kay, would you mind reading these numbers? I can't quite. I think I don't know what that number is right there.
Well, I think it's at least 30.
Oh, okay,
I
good.
think.
Sebastian, what do you think?
Well, it's clearly at least 32. Well, he got me there. Exhibit numbers, maybe? He said they were all pieces of evidence, right?
Yes, but judging by how the numbers are written and by the items themselves, I guess these are prices.
Why would a doll be worth $6,700?
That's
That's the Steel Samurai baby, I'll have you know.
I think it's also in yens, but so that's still like $67, but still.
Roughly, yeah.
Prices? I would have never guessed that. Wait, but none of this stuff could be worth that much money, could it?
The prices are very high indeed. It's no wonder she's surprised. I must examine all of these in detail. Also, why is this one so low?
For $2.
Why am I examining them in detail when it's checked off?
That's a cute little doll. It looks kind of like the Steel Samurai.
It's actually the Iron Infant, son of the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess. Plebeian!
Well, Sebastian?
He was born burdened with the knowledge that he too would one day be called upon to fight for justice. Can't imagine the pressure that must have put him under, more than most people could bear. Yes, he's young, but you can sense it nonetheless, a certain tragic refinement.
Edgeworth, Mr. Edgeworth, are you even listening to me?
Of course. He's such a weeb!
Honestly, it's so good. A mannequin, huh? Wait, I know. All thanks to my powers outside the best deduction, of course. It's evidence from an old case of yours, right?
Not this time. I've never seen it before in my life. Doesn't seem to fit with the other items in the room, either. For one thing, I'm gay. It doesn't have a price tag. So why is it
But
here?
wait, that man isn't in this room.
Aw, isn't he a cutie? Look at this fluffy little guy.
That's the stuffed animal we found at Gourd Lake. Yeah, I remember. I was there for that case. He should be in possession of the prosecutor in charge of that case. So how did he wind up here?
Aw, but look, he's missing his left horn.
He is, but he never had it in the first place. At least not as far as we ever saw.
Defective merchandise, huh? Then we need to contact the manufacturer. I demand a recall.
Now that I come to think of it, why would anyone give the president a broken toy to begin with? Ooh.
So this was in possession of the president. Oh, wait, huh?
So the storeroom is actually more of a stockroom.
It would seem so, much as it pains me to consider such a thing. What kind of person sells off evidence from serious criminal cases?
And who to? Who would even want to pay for all this stuff?
Well, you're fine. Somebody, clearly. The price tags are proof of that.
Wow. People really will collect anything, huh? Fascinating.
I like your 3DS.
Yeah, I like it too.
It's got Pokemon X.
Nice. perfume. It's a small bottle, one I've seen before.
Many dots. Oh, that's all? Nothing else to add?
Well, no. What more did you want me to say?
Hold up. I've got to write this down. Mr. Edgeworth can turn even the most boring topics into something picturesque with his explanations.
Gnurk. Next time, try taking these kinds of notes in silence. You and Kay both just talking out loud everything you say or feel.
Hey, there's a perfume Pokemon in Pokemon X. This is very relevant, alright?
A bottle of ink and a lantern. Both pieces of evidence from a previous case of mine.
But why? What's all this stuff that's related to you doing here?
Maybe they're auctioning me off. It's not as if any of it was in my possession for any length of time. The duration of the case and no longer. Perhaps this is all nothing but a coincidence.
Seriously? A coincidence? I never thought I'd hear those words coming out of your mouth.
Well, I'm not a prosecutor anymore, so I can say what I want. We must always face up to the facts of a situation, however strange they may be. Isn't that what scientists believe too?
Oh, ho, ho, ho. You want to talk about what scientists believe? Settle in. This may take a while.
A safe.
Coming
I can't
from
click on the
best.
safe. There's nothing of interest here. It's a safe! How is that not interesting? Oh my gosh.
Probably because there's no money in it.
The blue badger. Oh.
Scientifically speaking, I'd say this looks like some kind of wooden icebox. Yeah, the chains are probably to stop the cold air from escaping.
I don't mean to contradict you, Emma, but isn't this just a box for storing clothes in? The wood is imbued with a natural repellent that keeps moths away.
Oh, yeah, sure. Guess you could look at it that way, too. And keeping your clothes chilled would be nice for the summer, right?
Still not prepared to let go of that particular part of your hypothesis, I see. What's over here?
It's kind of creepy, all these masks lined up here in the dark.
Not a fan of horror movies, I take it?
No way! That stuff's so unscientific. That's my thing now.
We have the best and then unscientific. I think you mispronounced...
Scientific, too.
Yeah, I think you mispronounced terrifying. I must scour the scene. Okay. There's a mask missing. There's a selection of masks arranged on the rack here. There's even a steel samurai. Oh, hi, Blep. And what an impressively authentic likeness it is, too. They even got the bells right.
Scientist in me is sensing something strange, though. A lack of consistency, you know?
In the sense that the characters represented here feel a little haphazard somehow, I don't disagree. There's even an empty space here.
Yeah, just an empty hook, right in the middle.
Is somebody using that one, perhaps? Oh, okay.
What's a box of books for $22 doing there?
I'm not sure. It's the Steel Samurai and the Nickel Samurai.
Nickel Samurai always seemed kind of pleased with himself. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not just about being skinny and cool, you know? There's more to it than that. I'm Team Steel all the way!
Huh, you've just gone up in my estimation, Emma.
What TV show are these from?
We've been talking about this. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I believe it's called The Students of Starry School. It's about an elementary school where the students are all superheroes.
So their masks are modeled on sports safety helmets or something, right? And maybe the number of eye slits tell you their student ID number. So the one on the left would be number 1, and the right is number 2. I can't count higher.
I suppose that could be it, yes.
That would mean a ton of slits for the kids with the highest ID numbers.
I have to admit to being a little intrigued by this show now. We're just looking at each of them.
That's Captain Saipon. He's super popular overseas. Everybody loves dressing up like him. Kids, adults, you name it.
I find the flower on his head a little excessive myself. Who's that guy?
Oh yeah, that guy.
That mask. That's Global Hero Onyankoban.
And why is that so shocking?
You really don't know? everything about the show is secret. When it was on TV, who makes it, so the merchandise is super rare.
Sounds to me like whoever made it would have simply gone out of business. This is the princess, right? She's the only heroine the Steel Samurai needs.
You can say that again. I love the Pink Princess.
You watch shows like that, Emma?
Of course. You love them too, right?
Well, I don't really know much about them, but sure, I'll humor you in your infantile interests.
Really? Because I saw the Steel Samurai figure in your office, so I thought...
Gunnerk. Arg! Can't believe even Emma's seen it. It's not like it's hidden or anything. It's like literally out
Just
on the...
predicting the mouth noises
Right there.
Edgeworth makes.
It's just right on the desk. Aw, we can't talk about the blue badger? Aw. These are all case files from various murders.
What? But why would they be in here?
They should be safely under lock and key at the courthouse or the prosecutor's office, which suggests that somebody removed them without permission. Something very suspicious is going on here. We need to find out more.
Deduce? It says you can deduce.
Well,
I don't know what.
Well, I can deduce in any like area. Oh. It does not. I don't have evidence as far as I know. I think I can deduce. I think I can deduce whenever I look at things.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't. Huh.
So deduce in that area you can.
Well, I don't know where I'd be deducing, because I don't think I have any. Oops. I'm not logicking.
We don't have logic yet.
Oh, I have a mask. Okay, I forgot I have a mask in my inventory. Now I will deduce. Deduce. Take that.
Ba-bam. Eureka!
Kay was carrying a jamming ninja mask when she was found. But it looks like it might have originally come from this hook.
Scientifically speaking, that doesn't seem like a crazy hypothesis. Which would mean that Kay was really here.
As you put it, not a crazy hypothesis, but why?
Did she come to steal something, maybe? There's all kinds of stuff here.
Because she's a great thief who steals the truth, I suppose. No, I think it's too early to jump to any conclusions. Okay.
Wait, yeah.
This statue.
What is it? Got some new data for me?
Not exactly. It's just something from a case I worked on, a piece of evidence. I believe it's called the Alfred statue.
Alfred statue.
And
Got it.
there are two of them, a real one and a fake one, just like that fake K over there. Whichever one this is, it shouldn't be here of all places.
An old case, huh? Guess you have worked on a bunch of different...
What the hell?
I know, was that you? Was that a sound in the game?
Game?
Oh! Gotcha!
Can I voice her?
Oh, sure, go ahead, yeah.
If you want, I'm a
No, you're fine, you're fine.
Okay. Caught in the act. Red danged-handed. Guiltier than a tomcat covered in cream.
I can be her again now that we're done investigating.
Yeah, go for it.
Ah!
Perfect scream.
Nug, my eyes! Stop that at once!
Ain't no stopping my snapping. Not till I got every dang detail and then some. Y'all think I'm about to let a bunch of dirty criminals go before I get the shot? Oh, think again.
We're not criminals, Lotta.
Yeah, sure. Pull the other one. It's got bells on. This here camera's a weapon of justice. It ain't about to be hornswoggled by your cheap denials.
Oh, it's you.
What? You're that low-down, dirty jerk of a prosecutor, ain't ya?
I'm not a prosecutor anymore. Who are you
Okay,
calling
water
a...
under the bridge.
Who are you calling a low-down, dirty jerk? This is Lotta Hart, a photojournalist by trade. We've crossed paths on a few occasions, especially on that one particular case. Play Ace Attorney to understand.
Yep.
She's hard to forget, and even harder to get a word in Edgeworth-wise.
That ain't your word, Edgeworth. You just
I made it.
Go.
It's mine now. If Emma gets scientist, I'm going to get Edgeworthy wise.
Quit making that face, will ya? That's the face of a no-good schemer if I ever saw one.
Seems I didn't leave the best of impressions on her either.
Well, it's payback time, Mr. Schemer. You ought to be thankful all I want from you is a couple pictures.
But we're just here to investigate.
Sure you are. If I investigate, you mean pull the wool over Lotta's mile-wide eyes.
Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I thought she might listen to me. It didn't hurt to try, I guess, but we're probably better off leaving her alone for now. And by that I mean I'm gonna talk to her!
So, what are y'all doing snooping around an official place like this anyhow?
I think it's us who should be asking you that.
Me? I'm in it for the truth. For the good of society. And for little old me, of course. I'm what you might call a photographer for the people. Snapping here, snapping there, snapping every danged where.
I'll just leave you to it then. We can talk once you've gotten it out of your system later. Oh. Okay, bye.
A joke I have in my Ace Attorney streams is whenever Lotta's around, she's just like, hey Phoenix, I'm here too! Even when she's just not around.
Oh. You could be Emma now again since we...
I mean, if you want her back, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
I have Kay anyway, so...
Oh, sure, no worries. What is that giant head thing? It's the head of the great Mr. Monkey. I remember the case
Mrs.
well.
Monkey.
Oh, Mrs. Monkey. They had a transition.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But how did they even get up here? Aha, Mrs. Monkey. That doesn't sound right. Are you sure you didn't get the name wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Or misremembered it out somehow? Don't be ridiculous. As if I'd ever make such a mistake. How you doing, Shields?
Oh boy, this whole experience is enough to boggle a guy's mind.
Oh, thank you for the pats.
Mysterious storerooms, damsels in distress. It's got a lot.
Could you at least try to take things a little more seriously, Shields? His hands.
Hey, I can try. But no, seriously, I'm as keen to help Kay out as you are. Sorry. She's safe with me. You go do your thing.
It's not Kay I'm worried about, it's you. But speaking of Kay, hello. Oh, I've already talked. I apparently don't need to talk to you, so I won't. Bunch of trophies. Oh, look! Somebody's left a walkie-talkie here. Looks to me like it was put there deliberately. Rather like it's on display, to be honest. Hey, there are batteries in here too. It could be useful. Let's take it with us. Nobody will mind if we use it for a little while, will they? I can take it to the police station afterwards. Someone's starting to sound like a certain great thief. Oh.
She's the real Kay.
She is. Apparently I'm missing something over here. Oh, what? Dang it. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Go. There was a spot above it where, like, the blanket was that it was... Yeah.
Yeah.
That's odd. This is the only spot with nothing on it. But it still has one of those signs in front of it. Indeed. And look. There's an outline in the dust on top of the cloth. Oh, I thought that was like a design on the cloth. I say something was probably sitting here until quite recently, wouldn't you? You know what? I think you might be right. But, I'm drawing a blank trying to imagine what. Well, I might have an idea. A star-shaped outline. Don't we have a piece of evidence that might well be connected? Hey look, a candelabra!
Eureka!
The outline in the dust matches the bottom of the candelabrum exactly. I'd say there's a very strong chance this is where our murderer took it from.
Oh god, I'm looking back on that clip I edited last week.
It's so good. Which would mean the candelabra was evidence from another case? It certainly seems likely, but that's not our concern right now. The key thing to note is that the murder weapon was taken from the storeroom. Am I done now?
I think so. Yeah.
Now can I talk to Lotta? Oh. Bunny! Piles of banknotes just left out for all to see. Little tasteless, wouldn't you say? No way! These are all $100 bills! It's a fortune right here!
Loads of money!
How many years would it take for you to make that much money, Mr. Edgeworth? Please, Emma, I don't want to think about that. I've stole it all from Gumshoe. Can I talk with you now?
Hey, come on, pal. I just started.
This is the same. Okay, dang it. Alright, this... Whoa, that's one heck of a desk. Wonder who it belonged to. There are 4 male figurines acting as legs holding up the tabletop in the center. It's hideously cringy. And it doesn't even have the good decency to be camp enough to loop back around. Is this from one of your old cases too, Mr. Edgeworth? No, I can't think of anyone related to any of my investigations with such, ostentatiously awful taste. What a nice word.
That's a word I don't see often.
At least I don't think there was. But the suitcase, though. You said the statue was a piece of evidence from an old case of yours, right? It's pretty weird looking, I have to say. It's known as the Alfred statue. The what? The Alfred statue. But it says here it's called the Alfred statue? Alfred. Hmm? Are you going insane, Kay? Yeah, I'm sorry. Emma. What are you muttering about? Nothing. Let's carry on looking around, shall we? Many dots. Alfred. Oh. Wow! This is some sturdy construction. Thick floor plate, sturdy supports. At a rough estimate, I'd say it could hold 50 of you. Easily, Mr. Edgeworth. Except for the fact that it's nowhere near big enough. You say that, but pack yourselves in tight enough and I think you might just do it. I really don't think so. And anyway, we have more important things to be investigating. You can theorize about the elevator once we're done. Maybe you're right. Fine. 45, Mr. Edgeworth. 48 tops. Alright, I think I can logic. Does I have the signs and the money?
Yeah.
I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's our word of the day. Ostentatiously, but I know that word, so it's not a true word.
I don't know that word.
Here. Okay, we'll make that our word of the day. Basically, it is what you think it is. So, you know, he was talking about how, like, gaudy it looked. So, it's just something that stands out, basically.
Oh. I'm a bit stupid.
Characterized by vulgar or pretentious display, designed to impress or attract notice. Ostentatious. We've seen items of old evidence marked with price tags, along with a huge pile of cash. That is slightly less because of the stuff that I put in my pocket. I think it's pretty clear that somebody has been running an illicit trade in judicial goods. Shady deals on a hidden 51st floor? This is so big! It has to be, right? I think it might be. We'll need to investigate a little further yet. We need to find out more about what's going on here and why Lotta was in here. If only there was an eyewitness we could interview. An eyewitness, huh? Looks at Lotta. Hello! Why exactly are you here, Miss Hart?
Me? I told ya. I'm in it for the truth. For the good of society, and for little old me, of course. I'm a photographer for the people.
For the people? If you won't tell me the real reason you're here, perhaps I can hazard a guess. Somebody was carrying out an illicit police evidence trafficking scheme here in the storeroom. Oh, And she's after a juicy story. Makes sense.
How do y'all figure that out? Guess it means I don't have to tippy-toe around it anymore. One of my sources told me on the down low about an underground auction.
What? So all the items here...
Were sold to the highest bidder. Folks was slinging money around like it was going out of fashion. Had to come see for myself, of course. Get my eyes on the subject, you know. Should have heard the tales my contact was telling. Taller than 2 trees, or so I thought at first. Anyhow, wasn't about to write it up based on hearsay alone. So yesterday, I snuck in, slunk behind this here statue, and settled in to wait. Bidding started late at night, carried right on through to the break of dawn.
I'm eating cake.
You're good.
I was hoping she would talk more.
No, that's all I got, Mr. Edgeworth. But I'm here. I've been here since the last 2 days.
Oh my gosh.
I've not slept, not ate, not. Oh boy.
Well, so the auction and the murder happened on the same night. Coincidence?
Dirty deals in a secret storeroom. Talk about a story.
Was there anything else on sale apart from the items of evidence in this room?
Sure, there was regular old stuff too. Shady artworks from who knows where, that kind of thing.
In what way are shady artworks regular, exactly?
But the evidence was the big draw for sure. I reckon they were selling them faster than the crooks could smuggle them out of the cop and prosecutor shop.
And I'll bet you got pictures of the whole thing, right, Miss Hart?
Well, you see, the main event was down below. I had to try and see what I could do from up here.
Having been up here since yesterday, I assume you witnessed the entire auction from start to finish then?
It was an underground affair, like I said, so folks wasn't exactly giving much away. All them customers came down one at a time from up on the roof there.
Ooh. Alfred!
Threw on masks just as soon as they got down the ladder, and that ain't all. They had voice changer doodads on them, see? Teeny tiny ones, dinkier than the bugs behind. It's so you couldn't see their real faces and you couldn't hear their real voices. Surreptitious as all heck.
So cute! Surreptitious. Because I don't think that's actually how surreptitious is spelled.
Nah, it's spelled, I think, S-E-R.
That's what I thought, but that's
something.
really cute. Surreptitious.
Yeah.
You mean surreptitious, right?
That's what I said. I surely do. Sweet, sweet surreptitude.
Also not a word.
Anywho, once they had their gear on, they went right on downstairs. And then, in came the next one. When it came time to leave, they'd all done the same, but in reverse. Up they came again, one by one by one. Masks back on the hook, up the ladder and away.
Oh. Whoa, that's a serious operation. And how many participants were there?
11 altogether. I counted them when they came down the ladder.
I like how that was set in green.
Been trying to use green text more. That's how it be for little old me. I didn't just hide behind a stupid statue the whole time, you know.
You didn't? Then where were you?
Well, when I first got here, you know
Nope.
what? That ain't important right now.
Don't start a sentence! So you're hiding behind the statue from the very beginning.
Anywho, I watched all of them folks come in from my spying spot there in the shadows.
I see. So you're watching from behind the statue.
They used that there elevator to get down below. And once they was all down there, I snuck up and took me a peek at what was going on.
You mean the elevator remained in the room beneath?
Nah, they sent it back up. But there's a little peeky hole if you know where to look. Elevator don't quite sit flush with the floor, see? And if you bend down and squint just right, you can see the whole shebang.
Did you catch sight of who was in charge?
Alright, sure. I guess I did. Ain't half so good a story if you don't get a glimpse of the evil ringleader after all.
I wonder who this ringleader is. I'll have to ask her for some more. Who's this ringleader?
I think for now I'm just gonna grab a quick snack, so I'll be back.
Yeah, you're good. I don't know if Shields is gonna be very active right now.
If he is, you can take over for him while I'm gone.
Okey-doke. You mentioned a
Thank you.
ringleader. No problem. Can you tell me any more about them? Oh,
Many dots. Y'all should know I came here to get me an exclusive.
in ye olden times, this is where those red locks would appear on them and we'd have to break them down.
And an exclusive ain't much dang good if you done spilled the beans already.
Sorry, that was poor timing.
No, you're good.
I shouldn't try to eat cake. I see. So you don't actually know anything about them. You think that's why she won't give us an answer? Makes sense, I guess. Also, her eyes are not heterochromatic. Like, it's weird, like, in that one sprite, one of them looks way more blue than the others, but they're both, like, green.
Yeah, I think it's like the shading of how they did the eye for
Yeah.
that one sprite. Ah, you got me. Couldn't see if it was a man or a woman, kid or an old timer, nothing.
What were they wearing? Could you see that at least?
Sure, a white jacket, white gloves, and a magenta flower on the lapel. Them three things is what I remember.
Magenta flower.
Well, what good's a description of the outfit if I don't got a clue who was wearing it?
Well, we've certainly seen someone with white gloves, a white jacket, and a magenta flower, but they're dead.
And that was Kay. Whoa!
So this ringleader disguised their identity too, just like everybody else?
Yes, sirree. Mask, voice changer, the whole 9 yards.
They were wearing one of those masks? Which one?
Let me see. Oh yeah, this guy, Zervan.
Zervan? That's a Pokemon. Zervan? What kind of name is that? Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth? You've never heard of Zervan? He's global hero, Onyankopan's arch nemesis. Who hasn't heard of Zervan the Time Lord? I think you might be better off asking who has. So you didn't get a glimpse of their face at all?
No, I dang well didn't. Which kind of scotches my scoop. Sniffle. I learned the sniffling from a kind old lady. This whole mess has been nothing but a snap punch. I should have never come.
Oh, We know of someone who's dressed like that, and they're dead now. Maybe I should try showing this evidence to Miss Hart. Hello, would you like to see this purple flower?
No offense, no, but you're trying to reel me in here.
No, I did.
Y'all better have some tasty bait on that hook. By which I mean scoops, and plenty of them.
She didn't seem interested in that at all. I've been.
It's only a single flower.
Who's dead lady? You said the ringleader was wearing a white jacket, white gloves, and a magenta flower, correct?
Sure did. Don't ask me why they was dressed up like a peacock on parade day, but they was.
Is this the outfit you saw?
Well, holy smokes! It sure as heck is! But, wait. So the big cheese is dead?
All we know is that she's the victim of the case we're investigating. Her name is Rosie Ringer. Do you know her?
Nope. So the ringleader was a lady. Well, ain't that just slippier than a dang eel? Throwing me off with a man's jacket like that?
I hardly think she did it to fool you specifically. But setting that aside for now, what's important is that we've discovered something vital to the case. Namely, that the underground auction was chaired by none other than our victim.
So somebody done bumped off the boss, huh? And that's what's happening.
When what was happening?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Y'all just go on about your business now.
Lana! No offense, Miss Hart, but you made that sound about 5 times more suspicious.
suspicious, my foot. I can't even count that high. I told y'all it's nothing. You won't get nothing more out of me than that.
I mean, I can't count higher than 5, so... Wait, so there is more?
How many dang times do I gotta tell ya? It ain't nothing, okay? And I ain't saying nothing either way.
Aw, you can't tell us just a little more? Pretty please?
I'll tell you this, okay? I'm a journalist, a news hound, a scoop hunter, you hear? Exclusive articles go out and money comes in. That's how the game is played. Tell you more, I got done telling y'all too much already.
Wait, what if I, examine some fingerprints for you? Pro bono.
What kind of cockamamie thank you is that? I'd sooner get a tooth pulled. You want intel? You go dig it up yourselves, just like I had to.
Okay, guess she's not gonna talk to either of us. Oh, she will. I'll handle things from here, Emma. Death glare. There's a certain technique I find useful when dealing with difficult customers such as her. Prepares my glare. She may not give up the information voluntarily, but that doesn't mean she can't be persuaded to. What are you gonna do?
That's real terrifying, Mr. Edward.
Oh, logic chess. That's less exciting. Let's start by observing our opponent. Ooh.
I ain't telling y'all nothing, you hear? Now quit wasting my time before I really blow a fuse.
As we've seen, she's quite quick-tempered. She'll try to cut the conversation dead whenever possible. I won't have much time to think, so I'll need to be swift and decisive. Miss Hart is definitely hiding something from me, so my first move is to discover what that something is. What are you hiding from me? That's my question.
Ah, you got me. I guess I'll tell you.
I can see you're a little agitated, Miss Hart. Let's just calm down and try to...
I am calm, dang you. Leastways I will be, just as soon as y'all quit yanking my dang chain. That's better. Being a news hound's all about keeping a cool head, no matter what the world throws at you, see?
Speaking of news hounds, this might interest you. I met one a few days ago. She was a very hungry young reporter indeed. A reporter with a very particular turn of phrase, similar to your own, in fact.
Oh, yeah? She spoke like me, huh? Guess that could have been someone I know.
Her name is Tabby Lloyd, and if I had closed my eyes, I could have believed I was listening to you. She told me about something she called the Chief. She was talking about you, wasn't she?
Oh, so y'all met Tabby, huh? Well, ain't that something? Where did y'all bump into her? She's a great kid, I reckon. Wait, well, oh no you don't. You ain't getting on my good side bringing her into this, you sneaky snake. Ooh, you nearly had me too.
Interesting. Talking about Miss Lloyd seemed to make her lower her guard a little. I think we can use that to our advantage. Yeah. I need you to tell me everything you know, and don't you dare leave anything out.
Go jump in a creek, you big bully. Why should I tell you anything? You don't got nothing to do with me, nor me with you neither.
Time to deploy my clue. I know I met your apprentice once. That makes us friends.
Oh, well, you just met you like 5 minutes ago. You wouldn't lie about that.
I don't have anything to do with you. That's a little unkind, don't you think? After all, I know your apprentice. I know her pretty well, in fact. I remembered her name.
Yeah, well, guess it does seem kind of cold of me to say that if you know we're pretty good.
I'm really good at lying.
Well, what you just said that out loud, Mr. Edgeworth.
I know what you're talking about.
We'll haunt the poor kid thinking I don't give a rat's behind.
Good. Then you tell us what you know.
Fine. See, it's like this. Got me a what you thinking? Dang, a lot of... Let him bamboozle you that easy.
What was that about a Scooby-Doo?
Scooby-Dooby-Doo! Yeah, I'm actually making mine like Scooby-Doo 3, the live action. Have Monsters Unleashed.
Wow!
My favorite film.
Nice.
But yeah, forget about that. It was nothing. NDA, you know that.
You have a scoop! How embarrassing, a professional journalist making a careless slip of a tongue. You have a scoop, don't you? Now tell me what it is.
Well... be a scoop. A big one.
Oh.
But I can't... Oh, no. My internet.
No, you're fine.
Oop, okay. Okay. But I can't just go blabbing about it to y'all. I got bills to pay.
She may be hiding something very important. Please give me my health back. I have to get out of here, so out of here. I have to get...
Your mind palace.
Bye! I have to get out of here. I have to get it out of her somehow. We need to know the details of this scoop. Yay! HP.
We're stuck in Lotta's mind palace.
There's a lot of hoedowning in here. She's quick to anger, but she's also quick to let keys information slip. Now that we know that, the rest shouldn't be too hard. Let's see what else we can get out of her. Your big scoop involves something criminal in nature, doesn't it?
Meh, might be it did, might be it didn't.
Which is it? This is important.
Well, alright. You don't gotta holler at me like that. I ain't done nothing shameful or nothing. Just snuck in and did some undercover reporting.
Tell me more. I'm not angry at you. Oh,
Silent treatment, huh? Well, two can play that game.
No, I didn't want to be angry at you. Perhaps a little more proactivity is called for. Oh my gosh! What
Jeez.
the heck? Why did it take it like a third of my health? Holy crap! Why? Oh my gosh! Will you God! I'll be the judge of whether your actions are shameful or not. An unlawful intrusion to private property is very shameful indeed. In fact, it's a crime. Oh.
Hey, you did the exact same thing, genius.
We're not gonna win this one.
What? Well, I guess you're a prosecutor, huh? You're allowed to do stuff like that.
Let's not mention the fact that I handed in my badge, shall we?
Still, it don't amount to a whole hill of beans, right? There's folks out there that have done way worse. Murder, for one. Next to murder, trespassing ain't hardly nothing.
Yes. Your scoop is about murder. From your mutterings about murder just now, I gather that your scoop has something to do with the homicide.
No, I was just talking all hypothetical like.
Oh.
You know, about murder being the big one and all. Ain't nothing worse than murder.
You're saying murder a lot. Not the worst skillful evasion I've heard in my career.
Look, I done told you, okay? I snuck into the auction. I'll cop to that.
Oh god.
Murder? I don't know nothing about no murder. Ain't seen nothing, ain't heard on her.
I don't have a clue as to how to proceed. God! How to try another attack. Ah! This scoop of yours, does it have something to do with the auction?
You know what? I clean forget.
Would you try to infiltrate an underground auction? It only stands to reason that you observed something. Otherwise, that would have. What would you have to write about?
I don't know what to tell you.
Oh no.
I didn't hear nothing.
But. You do realize you have nowhere to turn, don't you?
Oh no.
I know that was wrong. I just need. We're gonna die anyway, so I just had to get something
True.
out.
Oh, quit ratting me, will ya? This whole thing is a waste of my precious time.
I should have
Get rid
picked
of
my
your
words
time.
more wisely. Oh god!
I don't got time for this talk, Swill. That's it. I'm out of here.
Ouch, curses. Do I have to do the whole thing over?
Maybe.
Oh, okay, no. Can't give up now. I have to keep pushing. Okay, phew.
Very generous health it takes away though. Like those.
I know. Oh my god, they took. It was like literally a third.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is it the whole thing?
No, okay, it's just the
Okay,
second
good.
phase.
The scoop of yours doesn't have something to do with. Okay, we did this, and now I'm gonna choose the one I was supposed to. I actually didn't read it. I saw the word Lloyd and just went with it. If you didn't hear the sound of nothing, does that mean you did hear the sound of something? Something during your time in this room?
Well, see, that's it wasn't nothing really, just a little noise is all. Wouldn't even make page 16. I forget I mentioned it.
So something happened during the auction. Something that made a noise of some kind. This could be a valuable clue. So now I'm gonna go through all this again. Bup. Bup, 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 bup. Bup, 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 bup. Bup, 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 bup. Bup, bup. So you committed a murder. I like how that's one of the options.
Ah, you got me.
It was you. Hey, that was the quickest one ever. Yep. Time to deploy my clue. Oh God, all that for did you hear something? You told me you heard something during the auction. You claimed it wasn't important, but it must have been. Otherwise, why remember it? I think it was something very memorable indeed. In fact, I believed it was a cry of a murder victim.
Wow, how do you keep doing that? My precious pieces. Alright, it's true. I wound up smack dab in the middle of a murder scene. But only by accident. And that's all you're getting out of me. Won't be no scoop left otherwise.
The murder Miss Hart witnessed must be the same murder we ourselves have been investigating, unless there are 2 murders. They should have proved to be a very valuable piece of information indeed. Perhaps we should finish up by confirming the credibility of her claim. Yay. Okay. I have her on the back foot now. Time to finish this. You said you wound up in the middle of a murder scene. Is that really true?
You're calling me a liar now? Wait, now I'm mad. Real mad. Stay mad.
Stay mad. Seethe.
Sure.
Cope and seethe.
I'm a journalist. How am I gonna sell stories if folks can't trust that I'm telling the truth? I got me a motto, you know. Faster than anybody, honester than everybody.
A motto, huh? That could be an important clue. Oh, finally I did the right order. I should bear that in mind. Tell me more. I need you to describe the murder in detail. It's vitally important.
I wish I could help y'all, but I don't rightly recall a whole bunch. Ain't much I could tell you. Sorry. I mean, look at me. Can't even get my facts straight half the time.
I thought you just said you were the understood one. Time to play. Hey, time to play my clue. I thought you were the.
You got a clue.
Wow, I'm so good at games. I can't imagine that being so vague on facts is a trait valued amongst journalists. Surely accuracy and honesty are what's necessary when reporting on a story.
Well, see.
It seems your so-called information is not credible after all.
Look, there was a murder and I was there. I can even prove it,
Ooh.
Grumble.
You can prove it, can you? How?
I've got it right. Oh, wait, you heard that? I was just talking to myself. Don't think nothing of it.
She's still hiding something. This is a very vital clue. I'll need to use it to maximum effect. Haha! Be honest, Miss Hart. I know there's something you're still not telling me.
Ain't nothing left to tell, dang it. I done spilled my guts already.
Time to deploy my clue! Wow, I just aced that.
Well, yeah.
I know you've been keeping something from me. And that something is proof. Proof related to the murder you witnessed. Proof sound enough to form the basis of a story you're hoping to sell. I win! Wow, wow, I just did it in the, correct order, and wow, that was probably the best logic chess I've ever done.
Yeah. Dang it all to heck. Give me a break, will ya?
No, I'm reveling in this success.
I'll come clean, okay? I'll cope and seethe, whatever. That's what you want right here.
I do.
I done snapped me a photo. Happy now? You better be.
And that-
Scooby-Doo 3 Monsters Unleashed is no more now.
And that's checkmate. It would have been dumb anyway. I win. Yeah. That was a good checkmate.
Yeah. Can't believe I let that happen. Betrayed by my own big mouth.
That certainly never happened before. Well, it happened. Cope and seethe. It's time you tell us everything.
I saw the whole thing. Watched that auction from start to finish.
But you didn't just watch it, right? You took pictures to wow, I don't know.
I took pictures to take pictures. I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, about that. So, like I said, I was spying on the whole thing right from the get-go. They was all shouting out bids, and somebody'd win something, and bam, down comes the hammer.
You know someone who has a hammer.
Head on upstairs and pray, shouts the old ringleader. I got a perfect impression of her. And the whole thing starts over again.
Well, she's dead, so we can't prove that, so.
Anyhow, as soon as they happened, I had to think quick. That's when I ran behind that there statue and hid.
And who was it that eventually appeared?
Didn't see nothing, but I heard something that made me pretty sure it was whoever placed the winning bid. Sweet, sweet sound of cold hard cash.
I'm not sure I have any idea what that sounds like. The sound of someone counting bills, perhaps? Anyway, I'm poor.
Anyhow, the deal was you settled your bills up here. I heard 2 people yabbering for a little while.
Wait, so 2 people came up on the elevator?
You betcha. My guess is the other one was our friend, the ringleader. Anyway, yabber, 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 on it goes on for a little while, then wow, scream. Well, that shook me up pretty good, so I hunkered down in my hiding place and tried to stay out of sight.
So you didn't see the moment of the murder?
Nah, but I heard it real good.
You didn't try to help who's ever being... Emma! Why would...
Trying to be funny, girly. It don't suit you none. I didn't want to die either, you know?
Right,
I'm
that's
just
the
a
thing.
Honestly, I'm just a dainty little journalist on her lonesome. You think I was fixing to jump in and save the day?
Dainty?
Anyhow, rust on sounds. Right about when that was happening, I got to feeling pretty bad about what I'd done.
That makes sense, I guess. After all, you didn't...
I didn't remember to get out my camera and snap even a single picture.
Wow, you're useless.
Excuse me, sorry, what'd you say, girly?
Nothing, I didn't say anything.
Skip like that drops right in my lap and I'll miss it. Somebody ought to tan my hide.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, see, the hide is like the behind, and like tannin is like, you know,
it's fine. Yes,
poetry, you know?
I get it. Yes, yes, yes.
Anyhow, then a little more time goes by, and there's this kind of clattering noise. I'm there thinking, gotta get the shot this time, and so I grab one real quick from the shadows there.
Ooh. Could we see this photograph? Do you think it'll make us laugh?
Well, every time it does, it makes me laugh. Oh, do I have to? Sigh here.
Sigh. Ooh, that's a red coat with blood on their hands. The person in the red raincoat, the one who attacked not Kay. So Kay's raincoated assailant also attacked the victim here in the storeroom, then proceeded up the roof where they assaulted Kay. There's one person in this picture. Where's the victim? Probably on the floor?
Weird, huh? I wondered the same thing. Heard 2 people, but there was only one in the shot I got. And I didn't see nobody nowhere else in the room either.
Oh, elevator maybe.
But that's the killer, alright. Leastways, I'm pretty sure it is.
So are you saying the victim disappeared? How did you know it was the killer just by looking?
Because they're literally red-handed with blood. You can't just see it. How else would that get there, huh?
I'm red-green colorblind. And the auction just carried on after that?
Sure did. It just went right along like nothing had happened. Rich folks crazier than a box of frogs. I'll never understand how they think.
Funny, I find journalists a struggle to understand as well. Thank you. Oh, well. Is that it? Do I need to logic?
Alright, I'm back. I just got done snacking.
Welcome back.
Welcome from snacking.
Yeah, I had popcorn.
Yay, nice. Nothing like popcorn at a murder trial. If the storeroom was
perfect snack.
if the storeroom was the actual scene of the crime, then you'd expect the body to have been up here at some point as well. Huh? Well, yeah. But think back on what Miss Hart told us about the customers left the auction. Do you remember? Of course, it was like 2 seconds ago. They came up downstairs, back through the storeroom, and oh! Exactly. The killer would have had to hide the body in order to avoid its discovery. The question is, where did they hide it? Emma, if you would mind putting your skills to work for me now. I'd love to. You just say what you need and I'll get right on it. Very well. Then I'd like you to check for blood residue. Not a liminal test, in other words. Sure thing. Prepare to witness the power of science. I've never seen somebody's eyes actually sparkle with anticipation before. All right, how about we test the ladder over there first? Based on Miss Hart's picture, we get to spray it. I say the person in the red raincoat was about to climb in and make their escape, which means there's a high chance of a positive result. To test an area, yay, we get to spray! The spray,
Nice.
Yay! Aw. And if it happens to land on some blood, you'll see it react like this. Still feels super raw to see it just appear like that. Anyway, that's a positive, but it's still faint. Spraying it a couple more times should be enough to make it really stand out. No, I want to spray it! Meh! It didn't let me spray it. It just did it automatically. That's mean.
I think you'll have more opportunities to spray.
I don't know. This is the only one with Emma, I believe. Yeah, that brought it out nicely, and it made it feel much more real. Anyway, I think you got the gist of it, how to look for blood traces now, right? Oh, okay, good. I'm sure there's still more to find, so why don't you give it a try? Yay! Oh. And that's how it's done. That's it. Oh. So my friends, for those who are listening and who played the original Apollo Justice games, it was on the 3DS. And so a big proponent of the 3DS, in addition to the bottom screen, was also like the mic that was in the middle.
Yeah.
And so you had to like dust for fingerprints and the things like that. So you would use your little duster and like dust the little area on the screen, and then you blow into the microphone and it would like blow the dust away so you could sing the fingerprints, and it was so cool. It was my favorite part.
I need to recharge my 3DS to experience that.
Yeah, I sadly sold mine, so I can't do it anymore, but it was really fun. You also got to like shout objection, and like you could like shout into the mic like take that, like to like progress the story. I also remember they're in Spirit Tracks. No. Yes. Which was the train one for Legend of Zelda. There were enemies that you had to fight where you had to like blow the candles out in order to attack them, because they were immune when they were on fire. And so you had to like, you had to like blow the candles out to be able to attack them. It was fun, like how they tried to do stuff like that. It's sad that they don't do that anymore.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Take a good look around and see if you can find some other places to test with the luminol. I'm gonna test the blood. You want to test here? I do. Sorry, it's negative. On the box? Ooh. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Mr. Edgeworth, blood! But how could it have gotten there? Maybe somebody put something with blood on it in there. Yes, Emma, thanks. There's still places we haven't tested yet. Let's see what else we can find.
What about deducing?
I'm gonna go to the masks. I'm gonna see if there's any blood over here. No? Okay, interesting. Elevator, maybe? Yeah.
Oh.
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 We've got a positive. There's blood here. But how come? Probably because this is where the murder was actually committed, I'd say. Ooh, looks like some of it dripped through the floor below, too. Cleaned it all up, though. I think that's all the blood there is to be found. All right, then that concludes that phase of our investigation. All right.
I would suggest trying to logic.
Yes. I mean, that makes sense to put it in the box. Yay.
Yeah.
Blood in the clothes box can only mean one thing. That this is where the body was hidden. I'm certain of it. I wonder who won the box in the auction. I haven't the foggiest. Still, it's a very helpful discovery.
Now you just hold your horses there. There's no way the body could have been in there.
What do you mean?
I took a look at that there box when I first got here. Looked to be just about the perfect size for a little hide-and-go-seek if the need arose. Maybe it would have been if I could have opened it. But it was wrapped in chains and locked up tight, and I ain't no escapologist. That's the word.
That's a word.
That's a
That's my word. That's my word of the day. I don't know about the rest of y'all. That's mine.
Escapologist.
The murder happened just a little after I scoped it out, so can nobody have put no body in there?
Wrapped in chains and locked up tight, you say? That's odd. It's certainly not like that now. Because it doesn't look to be wrapped in chains any longer.
What? Well, slap my head and call me silly. Could have sworn it was, though.
Well, escapomology isn't a word, but escapology is.
I think we've examined all we can now. Great! Time to see what's waiting down below. Oh.
Shaking a leg already, aren't we, Miles? Okie dokie. Hey, Cane Meister.
Yes, Mr. Fender?
It's Shields, but
Oh.
I appreciate the callback.
I'm sorry, my memory's kind of gone. You look like a Fender to me.
I thought that was
It's-
intentional. I thought you tried to like double chest yourself, but you actually did say the name. Okay, that was fun.
It's Shields, but I appreciate the honesty.
Okay, I'll remember that next time. Probably, definitely.
I appreciate that. Anyway, we're about ready to move out, so I want you to stick with me, okay? Can't have you getting lost and all.
Of course, I'll be sure to stay close.
I'm eating cake again. When did those two start getting along so well?
That pumpkin cake must be really good.
It is really good, and look at those. So many Edgeworths could fit in that elevator.
Probably 48.
Ooh! Of
We're
course.
back in the committee.
Of course, it leads here. Oh my gosh, slow.
I wonder if we're gonna see Sebastian again.
Pumpkin, yes.
Hey, it's
Oh,
I called it. Why am I so good at this all of a sudden? What the, Mr. Edgeworth? How did you know Sebastian was gonna be
I
here?
like his like turning. This room. This is the auction room?
No, this is the committee chamber.
That laugh is so cringy. Coming from Sebastian, not you.
No, oh no, yeah. I was channeling the inner cringe for him.
Yeah.
Way to drop right into my lap, Kate Faraday.
Oh.
That's me? Okay, I guess that's me. I guess I'm Kay. You got real guts, I'll give you that. Arrest her,
Oh.
man. Arrest her right now.
Wait, but she's...
As for the rest of the riffraff, throw them out into the streets where they belong.
That's not the very best of you. Oh, gosh. Ah! You can't do this! This is going way overboard. I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, what she said, even though my pay is getting docked again. Miles, this isn't looking good, I gotta say.
Punch him.
See how the blinding light of justice shines.
Yes, I was Von Karma last time.
You were, yeah.
What did I do? You get your pay deducted again. You'll have to forgive me. I meant to hit a certain cowardly ex-prosecutor.
How dare you?
You weren't aiming for him. You were aiming straight at me.
Something keeps getting in my way. Something.
Whoa!
Right there.
Franziska.
So, what are you doing here, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor?
I still believe Kay to be innocent.
And we're supposed to care what you believe? You no longer have the right to an opinion.
Rude. Oh.
It's true, though. I am Franziska Von Karma, and I have no intention of stopping you here or now. But you chose to stop by giving up your badge. And so our game has already come to an end.
My badge was an obstacle to proceeding along the road I've chosen. I haven't stopped. I've simply cleared the way ahead. And now I'm free to follow that road, all the way to the truth. That was really corny, I'm sorry. So don't you think for a second that my conviction has changed. I'm every bit as dedicated as I ever was.
You seem to think you know what lies at the end of this road to the truth? In that case, I demand that you show me.
Oh man.
I'll explain my current theory first, and if your road fails to lead anywhere, my whip will happily guide it.
Are we gonna... Aw, man. Alright, here we go.
Yay, Franziska testimony. The victim used her keycard and entered this chamber with her killer. She was then stabbed by the candelabrum, sorry, that word is very new to me, by the culprit, and subsequently died as a result. We know the identity of the murderer thanks to the letter she exchanged with the victim. And we know the location of the murder is here in the committee's trial chamber. The blood on the floor of this room proves my theory. Game, set, and match, Miles Edgeworth. QED.
She seems pretty confident, huh?
Heh, she doesn't lack the courage of her convictions, that's for certain. And I gotta say, I can dig that vibe. I could even give her a no hard feeling. Ah! Sorry, I'm very new to this. Pathetic. Well, Miles Edgeworth, do you think you can bring my case crashing down around my ears? If you really have found the road to the truth, perhaps you'd be so kind as to point me toward it?
I'll be very happy to. Settle in, Franziska. I'm about to pave the road with incontrovertible evidence. Lots of big words today.
That is very astute of you to assume, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stabbed with a candelabra by the culprit and subsequently dies as a result. And then murdered thanks to the letter she exchanged.
I think press that, yeah.
You can prove that the murder happened in the committee chamber, I suppose?
Von Karma is perfect in every way, just like my father told me.
You are perfect, not your father.
Or did you forget that when you handed in your badge?
Oh, she's not even gonna say anything?
I'd say press either. Okay.
Yeah. Have you managed to prove conclusively that the letter found on the victims was sent by Kay?
I wasn't aware that there was any doubt on that front. Are you suggesting it was a forgery?
I brought it up earlier.
Well, if there was any doubt, there isn't any longer. Document analysis turned up nothing.
Yeah, but which proves neither way.
That's besides the point, Mr. Edgeworth. Nothing to suggest the involvement of anyone other than the sender and the recipient, or of any forgery.
Are you saying that they found Kay's prints?
No, only the victims. Well then, how can you say for sure that Kay did the deed? Haven't you been listening? Document analysis found nothing to suggest that the letter was a forgery. Face it, the letter was sent by Kay Faraday,
Whatever.
a fact that more than adequately proves the identity of the murderer.
Blah, 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 blah.
Do I do a good Franziska?
Yes, I like the sass. And the
Oh,
stab
thank
wounds
you.
was just saying are a perfect match with the candelabrum in question.
3 wounds inflicted by by metallic spikes of some kind in 3 places simultaneously. Even you have to agree that there aren't many objects that could do that. Furthermore, Grandma Hertz confirmed the murder weapon in her report.
Then there's absolutely no doubt in your mind that it was the candelabrum?
None whatsoever. And as for the culprit,
Okay. Let's see. I guess we technically need to present that it didn't happen in here.
based on the photo,
Yeah. Or the blood on the floor, maybe?
I would try.
Or maybe Lotta
Esper, would you
Hart?
suggest either the
'Cause
letter or
Lotta-
I'd say the photo?
Oh, not sure.
Auction continued even after the murder occurred.
I feel like the photo would make more sense to present because, yes, it does lead to the chamber, but it wasn't directly inside. See, that's the
Photo
ladder going
taken.
up to.
Who'd snuck in the store, ringleader, and an auction attendee came up in the elevator. Screamers heard not after, long after.
Maybe the box, because we have proof there was blood in there.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
box.
Because they hid the body.
And the body was found in the box somehow?
Blood at the floor room proves my theory. Maybe I can press her into saying that we found it was the victim. Have we confirmed it was the victim's blood?
I think we have.
Has the blood been
what the court
analyzed to
record
see who it belongs to?
It has, and unsurprisingly, it was confirmed to be that of the victim.
And has it occurred to you that where it was found may not be where the murder in fact took place? Aha!
How quickly you forget, Miles Edgeworth. Evidence is everything in the courtroom. So please, present your proof that the murder occurred elsewhere.
Got it!
Or kindly stand down.
Proof that the murder occurred elsewhere, huh? This isn't a courtroom, but that doesn't mean I can't give her the evidence so she clearly desires. She makes a pretty watertight argument, huh? Perhaps, but she doesn't know what we know. You're right! We've got a certain scientific discovery up our sleeves. And that discovery will show her to the road I found for the truth. Okay, so now I know I need to present on the last statement.
I love how Sebastian has the best
Yeah.
and Emma has scientific.
Okay, so again, what are we proving? Are doing
think-
the box?
I think we either do the
The box or the photo?
I think
I
we would
think-
do the box first.
Yeah, because I think the
Because-
photo. Sorry, go on, Tina. I interrupted
No,
you.
I was gonna say, yeah, the box was found in the storeroom.
Yes.
And the elevator that we took us directly to the chamber.
Yes.
Yeah, I would.
Nope.
Okay, that was wrong.
Maybe the elevator then.
Right.
I would say the elevator probably either on the last statement or the second one.
Because we need to. Because we need. I know it's on the last statement because he made the whole point of. Yeah. I know, I did it
I
wrong.
can tell you that it hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Does Emma know?
Okay.
So the
So we're gonna say the.
elevator.
Because I'm also wondering if it's the. Auction continued even after the murder occurred because in the statement she's saying that the scream was heard because this statement is her saying that the incident occurred in the storeroom.
Yeah, but we're basically proving that the blood was not found in the chamber room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because it
I-
said
we were right
it's-
about the elevator, not
yeah.
in the box.
If I remember correctly, the blood discovered in this room is located at the foot of the Goddess of Justice statue.
Murder under the gaze of the divine, a brazen act, even for a cold-blooded killer.
Except that may not be true at all. Take a look at this, if you would. It's a blood stain we discovered in the storeroom directly above the committee chamber. As you can see, the blood we found looks to have dripped from the through the floor below. And the elevators dripped down from...
Descends directly to the foot of the statue.
Ah, you noticed. Then you'll agree that the murder cannot in fact have happened in this room. I put it to you that the victim was killed in the room above, and only afterward was she moved down here. Now I can present the box. The goddess of justice did not witness a murder. She witnessed a killer trying to cover their tracks.
Many dots.
Why is she smiling?
Sorry, I was just thinking back to a very similar situation. Well done, Miles Edgeworth. You've proven yourself to be even more foolish than I thought. Mr. Edgeworth is anything but a fool, sir, and you know it. Youch! Have you forgotten the picture you just showed me? Or are you really that airheaded? Even a cursory glance shows that there was far more blood here in the committee chamber than upstairs. Ouch. Whipped and ignored again. Ah! You're trying to tell me that all that blood dripped down from above, Miles Edgeworth. If it had, your storeroom stain would need to be 10 times as big. I say the murder happened down here. There's no way it could have happened anywhere else.
Huh, as insightful as ever, Francisca. What you played right into my hands.
How so?
You're correct. There is far less blood upstairs than one would expect. The question is, why?
A trifling detail in the face of my previous explanation.
Alas, your explanation doesn't account for why there was blood in the storeroom in the first place. Surely you don't think some splatter managed to shoot itself all the way up there, do you?
Whoa, like some crazy fountain of blood. No way.
So dumb!
Shut up, child.
No way indeed. It's completely impossible. So how about this? What if this explains the difference in the amounts of blood observed?
Save,
Maybe. I mean, it would make sense that the weapon was removed there, right? Because if she was stabbed, it in the wound keeps the blood from seeping out.
Yeah.
But removing it caused blood to come out.
Esper, what do you think?
I think removed. Because again, if you stab in it, because I don't know if it went all the way through. So if it didn't go all the way through, then there's no reason for there to have blood coming out the other side.
Yeah.
But if you remove, oh, go ahead.
Sorry, the candelabra was found in this room, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And it was not in the body when it was found.
Mm.
So I feel like it makes sense to say it was removed here.
Yeah.
Because stabbing wouldn't account for that amount of blood.
Yeah.
The victim died of 3 stab wounds. Wounds that would have bled profusely.
Exactly, as proven by the amount of blood we found on the floor of this room.
But that doesn't make any sense. Not if she was stabbed in the storeroom. You said there wasn't much blood up there already.
It's not your turn
Shut
to
it,
talk.
child.
Yeah.
Silence, you half-baked, hair-brained rookie.
I don't have a rabbit brain. Hey, hair-brained is a little... Ow!
A stab wound bleeds heaviest at one particular point in time. Oh, I know! When the weapon's removed, right? Precisely. I believe the body was brought down to the committee chamber with the candelabrum still in the chest. And then, when it was finally removed, it created a difference in the amount of blood we see between the 2 locations. But why? What was the killer trying to do? I imagine they were trying to give the impression that the murder happened down here. As we know, Miss Ringer's key card was used late last night. Judging by the time listed in the record, I'd hazard a guess that it was used by the killer when they entered the room to create their elaborate setup.
But why would they have needed to do all this in the first place?
Perhaps because a person with a face to hide would fear the storeroom being found in the investigation. If they were involved with the underground auction, they couldn't afford to have their dirty secret exposed. The thing is, that trapdoor on the roof is so obvious. Who would not know that that trapdoor existed?
That's what I want to figure out. The underground auction?
You should take a look at the storeroom for yourself. The items up there tell quite a story. One that should be more than explained what was going on here last night.
Many dots. It's almost endearing, Miles Edgeworth. How desperately you want to protect your friend.
Thank you. There's something just beneath the surface There's something just beneath the surface, comma, this case. Or of this case. Yeah. Something bigger than all of us. I see a word missing. Kay's only crime has been to have the bad fortune to fall right into the middle of it. I wanted to say misfortune, but...
That's quite the hyperbolic claim.
You were right. You were right the first time. Hyperbolic. Yeah. Hyperbolic? Me? Surely you're the one making a mountain out of a perfectly reasonable molehill. You said you don't know hyperbolic?
Yeah, I know what hyperbole means. I haven't heard the word hyperbolic in a long time.
Yeah, it means that. It's just like what he's saying. So it's like you make something out of nothing. So it's like, oh, the sun, I roasted alive in the sun today. Obviously you did not. Obviously it was just hot. Yeah. But that's you're being hyperbolic. So you're exaggerating.
Yeah, I know what a hyperbole means. I just never hear that word often.
Yes, yeah, that's hyperbolic. You're working with Interpol on international cases. So why are you investigating a domestic murder? I'll tell you why. Because this case has something to do with the smuggling ring you've been chasing. You followed the trail of items being smuggled by the ring and wound up here. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that the something I sense isn't related to any of this.
I'm very happy to learn that you giving up your badge didn't completely relieve you of your senses. Scruffy here told me about the circumstances that led up to that point, by the way.
Oh, way to go, Scruffy.
Way to go. Sorry, sir. I just thought it might help, you know.
You did the right thing, Detective.
I did?
So I right, Francesca? Is this incident part of the broader case you're working? Was the underground auction already in Interpol's radar?
Wouldn't you like to know? But you don't need to, and so you won't.
Then you knew, didn't you? That the auction was being held here in this chamber. Ooh.
Oh.
Hey, y'all mind if I bed in for a sec?
Actually, I do.
You're a victim over there, the lady in the white.
Oh.
You!
Hey, Franny, I'm here too. Hey, let a gal finish, will ya? No good button and pain on the you-know-what. This leopard sure ain't changing her spots.
Your testimony is not required, and neither is your presence.
What do you mean? I'm a journalist. Get out!
You're a liar is what you are. You lied under oath that one time.
Come on, we all do a little bit of perjury in here.
Seems like Miss Von Karma's none too fond of Miss Hart, huh? I don't think she's her biggest fan, no.
What's she called? A ringer, right? She was a member of this here committee. Well, she's dressed exactly like the ringleader of their secret auction. Stop it! Stop whipping me, dang it!
What is the meaning of this interruption? Miles Edgeworth, explain yourself.
I would if you stopped whipping people. Miss Hart here helped us out by describing how the auctioneer was dressed. And it seems they were wearing the exact same outfit as the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer.
But that would mean that the victim was also the ringleader. No, how about we just calm down, sir? It seems I have some new information to consider. It's true that I came here to investigate the underground auction and to arrest the head of operations, the auctioneer.
But if Miss Hart is to be believed, the ringleader is dead. I guess that means your journey here today was wasted.
I suppose it does. Nonetheless, I, Franziska von Karma, refuse to leave empty-handed.
Oh,
Time for a rematch, Miles Edgeworth.
fine by me. But you may find that your whip can only go sorely, will go sorely underused this round. Gotcha.
God, this is intense. Fine, I accept your little explanation. That would make the storeroom the actual scene of the crime, yes? In which case, the murder is someone connected to the auction. And if the photographer is to be believed, the victim was the auctioneer, and the culprit was an attendee. The killer lay in wait for the victim in the storeroom where the exchange of illicit goods was to take place. They then stabbed the victim in the chest with a piece of merchandise, the candelabrum.
Yes, I agree.
There. Does that about sum it up? Because I won't be accepting rebuttals.
I love her bow. I'm afraid you might have to. There's a serious hole in your testimony. Somewhere. There is? I didn't spot any. Good thing you're the one in charge here, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, Edgeworth, you want to share with me? All right, then. Time to fight back. We have to win this for us. And I will. Time to take Francesca's testimony to task. And, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna read carefully. Yes. Yes. Okay. No, because we know they rode the elevator together, yeah?
Yeah.
How exactly do they manage that, may I ask? Miss Hart was in the storeroom too, remember? Oh,
Objection! Yes, hiding someplace.
someplace.
And if you've seen the storeroom yourself, you'll know that there are plenty of other places to hide too.
So we're saying the killer was hiding out of sight where they awaited the victim's arrival.
I believe we can reasonably assume that the murder took place after the auction had concluded. After all, the victim was the auctioneer herself.
Ooh, add that to your testimony.
She would surely have needed to be present throughout the proceedings.
She thinks it happened afterward. Would you mind adding that statement to your testimony, Franziska? Just like according to Keikaku. Present the picture, because it says that wait, no.
Well, actually-
Where was it? It was, oh, it's
Yeah,
the
present
statement.
that.
Yes, auction
Yeah, present
continued.
the
Yes,
statement.
yes, yeah. I was like, where did it say that? I read that somewhere. Seems you're one
all
step
good.
behind yet again, Franziska.
How so?
The auctioneer was not in fact the victim, and I can prove it. This is the statement Miss Hart gave us.
Well, if she made it, it's not worth the air she used to say it. Oh, Esper?
Oh, my mic was muted. Oh, no.
Oh, no, you're okay.
Good.
I done told you. I'm a journalist, Dagnabbit. My word is ouch.
That's a fun word.
Did I ask you to open your mouth?
Devilly ouch.
Calm down and listen for a second, Franziska. Miss Hart witnessed at least some of the events surrounding the murder, and she confirmed that the auction continued even after the murder had occurred.
You bet it did. Went right on like nothing had happened at all.
How would that have been possible without an auctioneer? I wouldn't. So you see, the victim couldn't have been the auctioneer. She was the one of the attendees.
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 No.
Got her. As I've been saying since the start, there's no way Kay could have been the murderer, because she had been pushed down the hatch by her assailant and knocked unconscious by that time. So then, who was the victim, really?
Right, well, if the auction carried on after the murder...
The victim must not have been the auctioneer, but an attendee. Oh,
Oh, here she comes.
me! That's enough! I know the sound all too well.
Oh my god.
Order in the courtroom. All rise for the chairman. Oh, it's me again. I forgot what voice I gave him. Oh, there's no need for all that pomp and circumstance, Verity. Please, everyone, feel free to call me Celsius. Yes, that'll do nicely.
Alright, Celsius. What are you doing here?
Well, I didn't give you the chance. Sorry, I didn't give you permission to speak. Useless.
Ah,
I just stopped by to see my bonehead boy was getting along.
that's me.
They say they're all sorts of families, but I'm not sure these two are what they meant. A waste of fuel. I thought I might need to light a fire under this investigation, but it seems not. A suspect everyone's searching high and low for is right back here where we started. Men, detain the suspect immediately. Wait, Miss Faraday is innocent. Shut your meddling mouth. Exclamation point. You're becoming something of a problem, Miles, my boy. I thought I told you. The committee wants the matter cleared up as soon as possible. As a matter of trust, we can't have our organization be seen to drag its feet. It's bad for us, and it's bad for me too, personally. Sorry, must be my age. Your unlawful investigation ends here, and it will not be permitted to resume. In case you've forgotten, you're no longer a prosecutor. You have no authority here. And what's more, there is the matter of you aiding and abetting a suspect. She's right, of course, as always. You really are a godsend, Verity. Everything I do knowingly. If you wish to prosecute me for it, be my guest. But know this. We have uncovered a new suspect. This person here. Miss Faraday was attacked by this... You can stop right there, Mr. Edgeworth. The raincoat in your picture was discovered nearby a short while ago. The victim's blood was found on the hood, along with some cherry blossom petals. Cherry blossom petals? Like the ones on the roof? Yes. They were stuck in the edges of the bloodstains, probably due to the blood being fresh at the time. The results came back already, my boy, so there's no mistaking it. The person in the picture is the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer. What? But I'm a little confused. No! This completely undermines our entire case. All our assumptions were based on the person in the red coat being the killer. But if they were the victim instead, then Kay remains at the top of the suspect. Don't say that out loud, Edgeworth! Miss Faraday, you testified to having encountered a person in a red raincoat up on the roof, correct?
Yes, I did.
We now know that that person was the murder victim. And you are the only person we know to have come in contact with her. Since one of you wound up dead, I think we all know how the encounter went. No! Kay was attacked by that person! She's the victim here, not the aggressor! As far as I recall, we have yet to see the evidence that proves she was attacked as you claim, except for the fact that she's covered in literal bandages. If any of such proof exists, Miss Ringer could simply have been acting in defense, or self-defense. Well, you can't just jump on conclusions like that. Kay is innocent. Oh.
Many dots, but I'm not. I mean, I
Oh,
guess I
God.
killed her.
Okay.
I'm not innocent. I don't want to believe it, but I remembered something. Hearing about the raincoat brought it back. It's just a flash, but I remember what I saw now, right when it happened.
Oh.
The murderer, it was me.
Okay.
I remember looking down and the person in the red raincoat was on the ground.
Oh.
It was me, Mr. Edgeworth. It was me all along. I'm the murderer. I'm the murderer.
No, you're not. You can't be. I've known you for 5 minutes, so you can't.
You can't lie to us.
I told you that. I was clearly wrong. What am I? Why do I have a memory like that? They were on the floor in front of me. There was a pool of blood. Why was I just standing there? Why didn't I do something? I know why. It's because I was the killer.
Oh, God. This court recognizes the legitimacy of the accused's memories.
What? But you said you didn't believe her like 5 minutes ago. You've known her for that long. She can't possibly lie to you.
Well, now she's not
Now
lying.
she's
It's
not
been 5
lying.
minutes.
Right, exactly. Overruled. I commend you on your bravery, Miss Faraday. It will not go unrewarded. Praise be to the goddess of justice for her many blessings.
Objection! As an official representative of Interpol, I hereby request that the suspect be...
Overruled. We don't have time for this. We must arrest Kay Faraday this instant.
How dare you take that tone with me?
This is a gross overreach of authority. I demand that you give us more time to investigate. You say my investigation is unlawful? What could be more unlawful than this? Unfortunately, you no longer speak for the law. Indeed you don't, but I do. And while I can't help but be moved by your dedication to your friend, I have to agree with Verity. Speaking of the law, it seems there is one other we must arrest. Me? Ah, yes. I almost forgot. Miles. Don't set me on fire, please. Oh. Shields in the back. Hey, I was gonna eat that.
What are you talking about? Mr. Edgeworth was just doing his job. He didn't do anything wrong.
He wasn't doing squat. By which I mean to say, unfortunately, Miles is no longer serving any kind of official capacity. You went too far this time, Mr. Edgeworth. You conducted an unlawful investigation. Worse, you aided and abetted the flight of a suspect. You are no longer even an ex-prosecutor. You are a criminal, nothing more. Oh, that reminds me. There was supposed to be a hearing today, wasn't there? Concerning your conduct. I'll make sure it's officially rescheduled for tomorrow. Although, I fear I already know the outcome. Look at this as an opportunity to reflect on your actions, Miles. A chance to really think long and hard. This court is adjourned.
Holy shit.
No, to be continued. How are you doing on time, Esper?
Oh, I could go till like the next hour.
Oh, okay. Are you
Yeah.
good, Tina? I'm in the
maybe a little
cell!
bit.
Okay. I've been detained.
Oh, man.
There's the
Start
potty.
crying.
No privacy. Never thought I'd spend another night in here again. This is like that time with that man. And then they stripped me of all the evidence we'd so painstakingly gathered. Even if they did let me keep Kay's Yagatarasu pin, it's mine now. I can't help but worry about her. They'd better be treating her well. Oh, that's her dad. Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
That's cool CG though.
It is, yeah. Many dots. Oh.
Come on, let's go. You've got a visitor.
Is it that man? A visitor? Who? Oh.
Someone by the name of Dick Gumshoe. Want me to send him away?
No, yes, please, yes. I don't want to see them right now. No, I'm not sure what to even say to him. Oh, I'm on the other side. Okay, I'll wait here.
There. Sorry.
No, that's okay. They're leaving me unsupervised. There's a window right over there.
This is Gavel, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Forgive the intrusion. Oh,
I
interesting.
remember. I remember that line. Forgive the intrusion. I think she said it like once in this case.
Oh, George Clavel. Please, Mr. Edgeworth. Take a seat. Interesting. Oh, look, they're sitting. Well, he's not. He's like cut in half and just like scooted down. but she's actually sitting. What are you doing here? I was told it was Detective Gumshoe. I imagine you wouldn't come if you knew it was me. What could she possibly want from me now? I suppose I'd better find out. Yay. You may not be aware of this, but you're only permitted to meet with specially approved visitors. So I'm to be treated like a dangerous criminal, am I? I suppose
Dangerous
I know.
criminal.
I was like, my Australian accent came out there. I suppose my reputation has rather plummeted. It has indeed. For you, of course, and your friends. The attorney and the other girl were raising quite the fuss earlier. Shields and Emma. I saw them launch some extremely heated words at one of the guards. No, you didn't! You may thank the goddess in that regard, for even she is too busy to deal with each and every infraction. They will not be punished for their bad behavior. Did you come here just to chit-chat with me? You must have a lot of time on your hands. Oh, speaking of which, Miss Von Karma is continuing the investigation where you left off. I just thought you'd like to know. I figured you would be worried about how they were all doing. I hate to admit it, but she read me like a book. Why are you here? Let's cut to the chase, Your Honor. Why are you really here? I'm here simply to talk, nothing more. There is something I wish to know about you. Me? Yes. Who else? Objectively speaking, you're highly intelligent and quick-witted. And a born prosecutor at that. Please, Judge Cavell, your sarcastic praise is but salt on my wounds. But I sincerely mean every word, Mr. Edgeworth, and it is why I fail to understand you. Take this lady's case, for example. You were up against the very committee itself. You had no hope of succeeding. Even a child could have seen that, and yet... Huh. I don't imagine the old me would have been so reckless. The old me had power, and because of that I thought that justice was always on my side. Just as you and the committee believe now. Ooh. But a certain person changed my mind. He made me reckon with my selfish and skewed sense of justice. And once the scales had fallen from my eyes, I began to look at people differently, especially him. I saw that I was only able to be an effective prosecutor thanks to the efforts of those around me. I learned this word called friendship. Detective Gumshoe, the many investigative officers of the force, one of names who I cannot remember, and even Kay, the real one, not that fake one that was following us around. It changed me. The degree to which it changed me still surprises me to this day. I see. Thank you. I feel that perhaps I understand you a little better now. You understand me? I highly doubt it. Someone who's so focused on forcing their idea of justice onto others can possibly see what I see. Is that so? Is that truly what you believe? Question mark. I will say one thing. This has been a very interesting conversation. That is all. She knows I'm gay. Before I go, there's one remaining matter. I was asked to inform you that the date of your hearing has been confirmed. It will be held today, in the trial chamber. The committee sends its warmest regards. If that's all you had to come to tell me, you could have just sent a message. And entrust the goddess' words to another? That wouldn't do now, would it? Until then, Mr. Edgeworth, I'll see you again very shortly. Oh, ooh. There she goes.
Now I feel really bad for Edgeworth, really.
Oh. I guess I'll go to sleep. Toilet! There's a note on the wall next to the toilet. Sorry, we're currently out of toilet paper. Please make the necessary mental preparations before using the toilet. What sort of mental preparations can one even make? Why is the desk chained by a ball? Is it so I don't lift the desk and throw it? I barely spent any time in here and already I can feel my personal appearance slipping. I may have given up my badge, but I mustn't give up myself. My collar! It's slightly creased. There. A tidy outside begets a tidy inside. Which is why it's more important now than ever to take care of myself. What a good boy! Self-care. There's a menu here on the table. Seems that the detainees are able to pay to have their meals brought to their cells. What looks good? Spaghetti and mac and cheese lunch. Add linguine for only $1. Basmati and brown rice special. For a limited time only, add regular white rice with no extra cost. It's probably for the best that I'm not very hungry. I guess I'll go to sleep. There's a poster in the corridor outside. We regret to announce that due to the warden's arrest, the Die of Destiny game will be discontinued. Inmates will no longer need to roll a die every morning to determine their meals for the day. We wholeheartedly apologize to those who were looking forward to their daily casting of the die. Did anyone really need an apology for this? Oh. Cessation, I guess? Of such a ridiculous idea for in the first place. A very basic bed. Can't say it was very comfortable to sleep on, however. I imagine Detective Gumshoe would sleep soundly on it, nevertheless, loud snoring all the while, since he's, you know, poor and all. I suppose we'll probably never get to work together again. But I don't have any regrets about the bed I've made. I'm following my own path to the end. Oh. Do I have another visitor? Maybe Shields? Oh, Kay?
Oh,
Thank goodness you seem alright. That's a load off my mind. Such a heartwarming scene. It's enough to make a grown man cry. But you're still not your usual cheery... I mean, you have to stay positive, Kay. You didn't do anything wrong. In fact, I guarantee you didn't.
no, you have to let go. I'm the murderer. I know that now.
But you're not! You can't be! You don't have any faith in yourself! Question mark.
How can I, Mr. Etchworth, when there is no me left to believe in? I'm just the fake Kay.
Not at all! I don't think that's true. Before you lost your memory, we spent quite a bit of time together. And I dare say you left quite the impression on me. So you see, there's still plenty of you left. That's why I believe so much in your innocence, and why you should believe in yourself, too.
Thank you. But I can't. It would just cause more pain for the both of us. Please, you have to forget her. Forget that Kay. She's gone.
No, she's right here.
No, I'm the fake Kay. You know, you
No,
told
come
me
back!
as such.
Kay, no! I was lying!
I met you more than 5 minutes ago. You could never lie to me.
You remind me of my younger self, you know. So noble. So bold. This is the justice you and the committee stand for. Justice? I suppose you could call it that. What is he up to? Why is he going on to such lengths to control everything? Can't shake the feeling there's something very wrong here. Is there some hidden agenda at play? Arg. There's no time to second guess myself. Going to find out what it is. It's now or never. Oh.
Alright. I think you know what time it is.
Yeah, sorry, Blep was saying that he leaves a tide of water wherever he goes. It's true. That's where he wears goggles. Well then, my boy, I suppose I should be... Wait. Logic chess!
Woo!
Yay!
Why is the chairman so intent on seeing Kay charged with this murder? Doesn't make any sense. He does wear a lot of red, though. There must be some rhyme or reason to this madness. Ooh! Come on, Miles. I'm a busy, important man. I can't be wasting my precious time talking to you. The only way out of our current predicament is through Chairman Winner. I mean, the best. There's so much to ask and so little time. Let's start by trying to find out why he rushed to have Kay arrested so quickly. I can't just let this happen. I'm getting answers, even if it's the last thing I do. I'm saving.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
so
go get water real quick, so I'll be right back.
No worries.
Yeah.
It's the me show, so.
I'll try to help as well.
Why were you so keen to push through Kay's arrest? I've yet to hear a satisfactory explanation. An explanation? I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Don't give me that. You know exactly what I mean. Tut tut. Ooh, I advise you moderate your tone, dear boy. May I remind you of your position?
I would suggest biding here.
I'm a prisoner. Now you're fine. I'm not afraid. Like, I am okay with figuring out the answers. I just mean it's the me show as far as like I'm talking to myself.
Yeah. I understand. I just want to try and.
Oh yeah,
help.
I appreciate it. And suppose we did let your friends go free. What then? What do you mean, what then? Think how that would look, my boy. And who would you have to take the blame? Me, that's who. Oh. You're right to keep your mouth shut. That way you won't say anything foolish. Sorry, but I can't stay silent forever. Not all Kay's innocence is still in doubt. You're breaking my heart. Just look at this flood of tears spilling out. Please, just leave it alone, will you? Things coming along nicely until you interfered.
Oh. Nicely,
Yes,
huh?
that one, yeah. Coming along nicely. That's a pretty strange way of putting it. It's almost as if you wanted Kay's arrest to happen. It certainly doesn't sound like the statement of an impartial and representative of the law.
Oh then.
You think so? Well, that wasn't my intention. Has it occurred to you that you might be overthinking things a little? Chairman DeBest certainly knows how to dodge a question, but it doesn't change the fact that serious doubts remain concerning Kay's arrest. Next, we'll need to press him on whether he really believes the investigation was sufficient. Yay! We can't allow any of his statements to go unexamined, no matter how trivial they may seem. One of them may just give us the breakthrough we need. Kay is innocent! You can hardly say your investigation was sufficient. And you're the one who called all the shots, weren't you? Including the decision to have Kay arrested. Oh ho ho! I'm afraid I'm nowhere near as influential as you think, dear boy. You're the chairman of the committee. Doesn't matter you doesn't get much more influential than that. Not that I care about such things. You wound me. It's enough to drive an old man to tears. You'll have to forgive me. I'm not the deferential type. Well, if you're going to insist on being so blunt, then I'm afraid you won't be seeing your prosecutor badge again anytime soon. I can't live without my badge. I've got you now. You're backed into a corner and you don't even know it. That's wrong. Yeah. I guess I should have bided my time. Need to cut.
I wouldn't say biding your time.
Well, the other one was just as stupid. Okay, good.
Yeah, it only took a little bit away. So calling the shots. Yeah. So maybe try the other one.
I don't mean my badge. Let me make something clear once and for all. The badge isn't the be-all, end-all for me. Far from it. I'm not concerned with titles or roles. Even you must understand that much. I guess because it's like, you don't have any power over me, I guess?
Yeah,
Oh.
like I guess it's supposed to say that.
So young. So very young. A word of advice, Miles, from somebody who's been around the block. You're hopelessly naive, my boy. Idiotically so. Well, that certainly got under his skin. He might be less guarded in his answers while he's in this state. Now's my chance.
I love how it keeps saying Kay is innocent.
Yeah. How much time is spent on your investigation altogether? My, you really don't give up, do you? But even my patience has its limits, you know. What a coincidence. So does mine. Now answer the question. Do you believe that your investigation was sufficient or not? Ah, the youth these days are wont to be reckless. Makes me want to put you in your place. You're going to regret that, my boy.
So I think when he does stuff like that, that's when you bide your time.
Yeah. But the thing is, I thought when he was crying, I don't. So, well, maybe you do know your place after all. What's the matter? Scared? Humph, hardly. I was just thinking about how to best proceed. Getting answers from the elderly requires sensitivity. They can be quite emotional after all. You have no common sense whatsoever, do you? Don't you understand? Your fate rests in my hands. I don't care. You think I've got you. I thought I will, because I was trying to play the same card of like, I don't care.
Yeah, again, I get it. But yeah, I think when he like burns the paper.
Right, I understand. But it's also like, it's hard because sometimes it's consistent and sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
Let's see, you did manage to get some answers from me. There's nothing you can do with them. So why not give up, dear boy? No. And why not? It's simple. Because I'm not about to let the truth escape me. Interesting. I think I'm beginning to see what makes you tick. But what are you doing? What you're doing is pointless. Tragically and miserably pointless. Please, just give up.
Okay, yeah. So
yeah,
when he's
right.
crying,
Obviously,
that's
yeah.
when you attack him.
Yeah. She's guilty. The decision has been made. Alright, but which way do I attack him?
What do you mean by the decision has been made?
Once again, your choice of words intrigues me. It's almost as if Kay's guilt has already been determined from before her arrest. Ooh. What are you trying to imply? I'm implying that things haven't gone as they normally should. In fact, everything has proceeded as if Kay's arrest was the end goal right from the very start. Well, Chairman de Best, was it? Oh. That's certainly an intriguing theory. But it's also a complete work of fiction, and I'm afraid I don't have time for such flights of fancy. I think it's time we brought this shabby little farce to an end, don't you?
Oh.
No!
Whoa.
He's trying to make his escape! We must confirm the legality of Kay's arrest before he slips away. Okay, good. HP is good.
Yep.
It's faint, but the truth is finally beginning to emerge. And I'm not about to let this opportunity pass me by. I still have questions. Wait, we're not done yet. I'm tired of all this talking, so make it brief, will you? What grounds? Based on everything I've heard from you so far, it's clear that Kay's arrest is entirely unfounded. Yes, I think we're all familiar with this particular refrain of yours by now. I'm afraid it doesn't matter either way. You don't have what it takes to make this to secure her release anyhow. How dare you take this so lightly as a man of the law? My, aren't you a rude little boy? But my fuse is only so long.
Bide here.
Honestly,
Again, it's like anything that has to do with the line.
fire, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly speaking, I don't have time to waste on your every last question you can dream up. I have certain responsibilities to attend, you know. I am quite the busy man. Oh, are you just pretending to be busy? That's an awful thing to say to a fragile old man. I work harder than I should at my age. I ask you, my boy, what could I even hope to accomplish by do such a pretense?
So he's actively avoiding to talk.
Yeah. You obviously don't want to talk about the case anymore. That's why you're being so keen to get out of this conversation, isn't it? It's just so tragic. It really is. And you would suspect me of such things. It's not a suspicion, it's a certainty. There are no clear grounds on which to base Kay's arrest for a start. Now, my boy, let's not get carried away. There is plenty of evidence to support our case. The mask, the letter, the corsage. These were all in her possession. And of course, her confession. More than enough to prove her guilt, I'd say. But those are... Ooh. What's the matter? Struggling to come up with a way to explain everything away? Well, there you have it. You're silent. Oh, dang it. It's true I can't counter your argument right now, but you did let something valuable slip. A suspiciously detailed knowledge of the evidence against Kay. He rattled off that list like he knew it inside out. I think that might prove to be a valuable clue. Bah! Kay is innocent. No, my boy. That's just clumsy. Anyone can blurt out a baseless assertion like that. Even a disgraced superstar prosecutor. Oh, okay. Interesting. So I had to... Okay. So I still have questions. What grounds? Oh, I already did this. Who gave the order?
Yeah. Because he didn't mention that at all.
No. Well, I just assumed it was him. So I was like, that's a dumb question to ask. Who gave the order? Who decided that Kay should be arrested? You know, I can't seem to remember. Don't ever get old, Miles, my boy. It wreaks havoc on the mind, on the memory. Time to deploy my clue! I'd appreciate it if you'd stop playing the old man card. You remember the details of the evidence against Kay pretty clearly. Perhaps if your memory didn't fail you only when it was convenient, you'd be more inclined to believe you. Oh, many dots. So let me ask you again. Who gave the order for Kay's arrest? You're a sharp one, I'll give you that. My son could learn a thing or two from you. That useless boy, wherever he is right now. Maybe he wasn't such an incurable numbskull, that is. It's tragedy, really. I don't want to hear about your son. I want to know who authorized the arrest. You're very mean, you know that, don't you?
So...
The arrest, you say? I believe the order was given by...
him.
You, yeah. Come now, Chairman DeBest. We both know it was you. Alright, you got me. You make it sound like it was somehow a bad thing, though. But I have a reputation to uphold, so I guess I better clear up this little misunderstanding. I'll entertain your questions for a few more minutes. Let's see if you can put your mind... if I can put your mind at ease. The key thing to do now is to establish how intimately he knows the details of the case. I just have to ask the right questions. Okay. The end game is at hand. We're but a few moves away from the truth. Kay's innocent!
It keeps saying that.
You seem to know the case in quite some detail. I know about a lot of things, my boy. I'm just smart like that. Too bad the same can't be said about the way you handled Kay's arrest. Ooh. What?
A lot of that.
Oh. Ah. I will wait. I'm a very busy man. Do try to remember that I can bring this little chat to an end whenever I choose. It's only taking so long because you won't give me a straight answer to any of my questions. Oh, no problem. If only you'd stop to give me the runaround, we'd be done already. So let's try this again. You seem to know the details of the case quite intimately. Why is that? Because I read the case file. Not exactly the most thrilling use of my time, of course, but it's part of my job. I had to be a good role model. I can't be seen slacking. It can be so hard. But I had some time on my hands, so I read the whole thing from cover to cover.
He keeps saying he's busy.
Yeah. That's strange. I could have sworn you just told me you were a very busy man. Oh. I'd say the
He's
cracks are
angry.
finally starting to show, wouldn't you? If you're so keen to being an upstanding leader, you can start by releasing Kay, you know. You really don't give up, do you? It's a moving sight indeed, my boy. But a tragic one, too. After all, your efforts are for naught. I'm afraid your little friends found unconscious near the scene of the crime.
Did you see
ah,
exactly?
Yeah. I have yet to hear much about the circumstances under which Kay was found. She was lying unconscious in the storeroom, correct? Ooh. That's right. Although I'm not at liberty to tell you how I know that. He knows things he knows things even we didn't. In fact, he seems to be aware of every tiny detail about this case. This could be a valuable clue. The suspect, Kay Faraday. How much do you know about her exactly? I know that she's the suspect. Aside from that, much else. Cross my heart, but it's true. Time to deploy my clue. Sorry, but the more you tell me, the less sense your story makes. For one thing, you know details that even those investigating the scene were not aware of. Why is that? Just how much do you really know, Chairman? The best. Ooh. Oh ho ho! There's that intimidating face you like to make again. Well, two can play this game. How do you like me now? Boink. I can wait. I do have to commend you on your doggedness. It really is something. Huh, I'll take that as a compliment. Take it however you like, but wrap this up, will you? I just don't have the stamina anymore. She's the culprit, the only possible suspect. Just accept that already. How much more evidence do you need? Did you want us to load her down with it, for goodness sake? Oh! Load her down with yet another interesting turn of phrase. One that makes it sound a lot like the items Kay was carrying might have been foisted upon her. Oh! Impressive. You really do pay attention, don't you? It's no wonder you used to call you a prodigy, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor. Welcome back. I think you know the answer to your own question by now. Why don't you just go ahead and say it? I want to hear it from you. It's finally time to shed light on the truth. All that's left is to play one last move.
He's innocent.
Kay's innocent? No, I didn't think that was, yeah. Oh! Kay was framed. The true culprit set it all up so she would take the fall instead. That is my answer, and I won't let you deny it any longer. Oh!
Oh, his beard!
Oh, that's a
Oh,
lot.
that's a lot of
That's a
dots.
lot of dots.
Especially for you.
Ho 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 ho. Ah, Merry Christmas. My, you really are a sharp one, hmm? It's a bit of a shame you chose to hand in your badge. I admit it, you're right on all accounts. And that's checkmate. Oh, that was a lot of talking.
Yeah.
Woof. You knew Kay wasn't the real murderer, and yet you still had her arrested. What's worse, you thought you could get away with it. Well, you won't. Not if I can help it. There you go with your naivete again, my boy. I guess that was always your problem.
Naivete is a new word.
Naivete. With the girl arrested and a conviction secured, this whole mess goes away, and that's what'll happen. But whose interest does a conclusion like that serve? The committee's, I suppose. And mine? You know, listening to you just now, well, it really got the tears flowing, I'll have to say. It was poignant and heartful and sincere and utterly infuriating. Look, I'm not perfect, I know that. But your lack of sophistication in these matters is beyond the pale. You insist on the truth that's more important than anything else. But you would say the same if But would you say the same if you knew what the real value of the truth was? What are you trying to say? When you get on my level, you don't uncover the truth. You make it, little by little. Kay Faraday, murderer. That's the truth. The truth I created. Gnurg. Yes, my boy, that's what I like to see. You're so sincere sometimes, it's painful. It just makes me want to put you in your place. Knowing the real truth will get you nowhere. Because that's how much it's worth. Nothing. Shocking, I know. But why not go after the real killer? How much do you even know about what really happened? You're still not getting it. That's your truth. And it's worthless. Mine is all that matters. You understand what I'm saying, don't you, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor? I have all the power here. Curse you. Well, aren't you menacing? You and your little friend are just as bad as each other. Violent criminals who deserve to be locked up. You'll pay for this! And with that, yet another person disappears from my life. Oh, it just makes me want to cry and cry and cry.
Rick. I don't like him.
No, he is the scum of the earth. You'll hate him even more later.
Bad.
You'll hate him even more later. I'm not planning to disappear just yet, Chairman DeBest. There's still a hearing later today. Just you wait. One way or another, I'll prove Kay's innocence to the world then. Neither to be continued? No? Oh!
No. Can I stab him, says Bless.
Please. Also, hi, welcome back, Esper.
Hi.
I want to stab him 28 times
Oh.
in game.
Oh, look, one of the seats is missing. Because she's dead. 10 members. Over a majority are present. I hereby call this hearing to order. We are gathered here today to assess the professional competency of Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Here, in the sight of the goddess, we do solemnly swear to pass fair and frank judgment. Fair and frank. Don't make me laugh. Verity, if you'd be so kind to summarize the case against Mr. Edgeworth. Buh. On April 5th, despite having been advised of the illegality of an investigation he was conducting, the accused refused to desist and eventually had to be detained by myself and Chairman DeBest. His actions compromised the investigation into the murder of a certain defense attorney, and despite having been presented with copious evidence of her guilt, he continues to insist that the suspect, one Kay Faraday, is innocent of all charges. Perhaps you could explain the details of the murder to us as well? Sure, sir. Of course. On the morning of the 5th, the body of the victim was found here in the committee chamber. Further explanation will be provided by... Oh, good, thank you. Someone besides me talk!
Yes, Sebastian DeBest have been a winner, premier prosecutor.
His dad is like, son, I taught you to talk better than that.
I don't want to be called Eustace Winner, Dad.
Oh, the floor is yours, Mr. DeBest.
The murder itself happened late on the night of the 4th. The victim was Miss Rosie Ringer.
Ooh.
That same night, an illicit auction was being held here in this very room. Ringer took part in that auction, I think. Yeah.
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 Meaning the murder took place sometime during the auction.
When she was found, Ringer was dressed in an outfit that matched the description of the auctioneers. However, due to the fact that the auction carried on after the murder had occurred, I deduced that Ringer was not in fact the auctioneer.
Sure you did. You deduced nothing of the sort. And what about the basis on which the suspect was detained, Mr. DeBest?
Yeah, I got this. So Faraday was overcome by...
Crushing remorse, Sebastian.
Yeah, that. Tons of crushing remorse. I feel like I'm slipping into a lot of.
Yeah.
So she confessed. According to her confession, she was on the roof of this building. Look at me go, dancing, when she encountered a person in a red raincoat on the viewing platform.
Who are you conducting?
Yeah,
Himself.
me.
Yeah. And that person was Mr. Ringer. Miss Ringer, I'll take it. Precisely, Mr. Chairman. The killer dressed the victim in the auctioneer's outfit after the fact. Interesting. But why the stab wounds through the thing? Okay. But at the time when she was killed, Miss Ringer was wearing a red raincoat.
And who won the race to find that raincoat nearby? Me. I debest the race. My bad.
Did you? I thought that Mr. Winner found it. Strictly speaking, it was found by one of the forensic investigators under Mr. DeBest's command. I knew it.
The blood analysis on the coat showed that it was indeed Miss Ringer who had worn it. And the suspect's confession was the final nail in the coffin. She confirmed having committed the murder. So as you can see, Kay Faraday was the killer. There's no way anybody else could have done it.
All right, Miles, I expect you to have some objections. Let's get them out of the way, shall we? I have no objections, Chairman DeBest. Well, now, is that so? I thought I would have taken more than a single night to... No objections in the matter of my unauthorized investigation, that is. Ha, I fooled you. But in the matter of Miss Faraday's supposed guilt, I have plenty. I can personally attest to the fact that Mr. DeBest's investigation was fair and impartial.
Of course it was. When it comes to carefully conducted ops, I'm the bestest every time.
The bestest. You know, Miles, it's within my power to offer you a plea deal of sorts. If, and this is purely hypothetical of course, you were to withdraw your objections. You might wake up tomorrow to find yourself the proud owner of a seat on this committee. One is vacant now because she's dead. Many dots. So I ask you again, do you have any objections, Mr. Edgeworth? If you think you can buy my silence, think again. You will watch your mouth. Only if the chairman watches his. Ooh, hiss. The girls are fighting. I didn't come here to talk about committee seats. I came here to talk about the murder case. I demand a statement under oath, and I won't rest until I have one. I want to know exactly what the committee views on this, on the incident is. You want to put this on trial, my boy? Very well, if it'll make you happy. Verity, please provide Mr. Edgeworth with the materials pertaining to the case. Yeah, I got them back. Really? But sir... This will be his last hurrah, so let's humor him with the send-off he deserves. If you say so, Mr. Chairman.
Sorry.
Data received. You have no objections to Verity representing the committee, I assume? I do! None whatsoever.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Don't worry, Kay. Everything will be fine. You'll see. I don't know.